Welcome. Let's talk about Tailwind CSS. For that, we will go to the official website called tailwindcss.com. On this website, you have a feature to change the theme light, dark, and you have sections here for documents, components, block, showcase. What exactly is Tailwind CSS and why we should use it? Tailwind CSS is a framework, CSS based framework. It is similar to Bootstrap, which is also a CSS framework. But Tailwind CSS helps us build modern websites rapidly. And how it enables that? It helps us by providing lots of pre-built CSS classes. Like for Flex, we can use Flex. For padding top, we can use class like this. Text center, we could use like this. So it is called as utility first CSS framework. What exactly is the difference then between Tailwind and Bootstrap? There's a very minute difference between the two. With Tailwind CSS, you can build components to the level and the design you want by utilizing this class smallest level of classes provided to you. But with Bootstrap, you get some classes like this, but not to the highest level. You rather get some pre-built components in Bootstrap. So when you get classes like this, you can design smaller reusable UI component of your own choice, then reuse those components in your application. By doing this, you get a lot of control on what you built as reusable components. And to do that, you could write your own custom CSS, but it is again going to take you a lot of effort. Hence, Tailwind CSS gives you pre-built classes almost to every single CSS property you have. You can utilize them. Tailwind takes care of creating the actual CSS behind the scenes for you, and it does this in a very fast paced mode, which means it does not impact your performance of your application. So we are going to look at more things about Tailwind CSS. This is the official website which we will be coming to check for documentation and other aspects. If you scroll down, you can see with Tailwind CSS what you can do. You can build components like this, just by adding certain pieces of CSS classes. And as the CSS class change, layout will also change. Tailwind CSS is built using the best practices. If you scroll down further, you can see with Tailwind CSS, you can design any kind of system. So there are classes available for, let's say, width. So width 96 means this much, 80 means this much, and you can change that using this small CSS class. With Bootstrap, you could not go to this granular level. You had limited options. With Tailwind CSS, you can build whatever you want. And then, if we talk about an example, you can see this is a very nice product card. Here, this is built completely using Tailwind CSS. And in that, see the classes like Flex, even for font, you have font sans, and all these things you can use to build a card like this. Tailwind CSS is very tiny, which means whatever classes you use, only that will be built in your final bundled CSS and will be shipped. Unused classes will not be shipped, which was not the case with Bootstrap. For Bootstrap, whatever you were not using was also built and shipped, which means over the network when your application works, application with Tailwind CSS would work faster compared to Bootstrap. If you see here, the flex and these classes are getting rendered into the actual CSS classes automatically by Tailwind. We don't have to do anything. We can build our application in a responsive way using Tailwind with the device specification like small, medium, large. We are going to look at all this in upcoming videos. There are other features that we can use from Tailwind CSS like hover, filter. All these capabilities can be implemented. Tailwind CSS is a framework which gets easily integrated with React, Vue.js, Angular, and other libraries like Blade. You can see it gets used with, put with the Angular, and if you click on React, you see the same being used here. And you can create layouts like this. We can do a lot of things with Tailwind CSS. Also, the light and the dark theme that I showed initially, you can do that with Tailwind CSS, and that can be done very easily. We can also extend Tailwind CSS to provide our own customization of what we want. Build things like this. You can integrate Tailwind CSS with any code editor, which we will see in upcoming videos, where you also get automatic suggestion of what to use. With Tailwind CSS, you can build every smallest component which can be reused as per your design, and it will be running as fast as possible. So now we have an idea about what Tailwind CSS is and how it differs from libraries or framework like Bootstrap. So in the next video, we will go ahead and check out the installation and setup for Tailwind CSS. Thank you.